Have you ever wondered what all gear and clothes you would need to stock up on to survive welding outdoors in the winter? Watch this video and I will let you in on the clothes I wear to not freeze my you-know-what off when welding in the winter, whether I'm in Texas or North Dakota. Stay tuned and I will get you a shopping list that you can download and check off as you buy things. If you want to become a successful pipeline welder and conquer the traveling lifestyle, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video every Friday. I'm Austin Ross and I've been pipeline welding for 7 years and worked in 8 different states, most of those being in the north or the northeast. I'm from Oklahoma and I didn't know a consistent cold winter until I started working on the road. I've done a lot of trial and error to find good products and brands that work and hold up. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's some of the things that I use. We'll start from the head and go down to the toe. The first thing that I wear if it's really cold is a Carhartt beanie. I like this Carhartt beanie because it's not straight, so like these parts that come down, it stays over your ears no matter, you know, if this moves a little bit from your pancake, you know, sliding up and down or whatever. I like this because your ears stay covered a lot easier, and it has a built-in face mask on the inside. So that's nice. I love this. This is super duper warm. I also sometimes just wear a welding cap. If you guys are curious about what welding caps I wear, go check out my apparel video. I talk about a couple of different welding caps in there. We will link it in the description. But yeah, I will wear a welding cap if it's not just extremely cold, just like normal. Sometimes if I'm under a lot of fire when I'm welding, I'll wear the welding cap plus this, just because this isn't just the most protective when it comes to welding, so I like to wear my welding cap underneath it sometimes if it's cold. And then of course, step down from that is a hoodie hood. And what I like about a hoodie hood is you can wear the hood with the pancake. Or let me rephrase that. That's what's nice about a pancake, is you can wear a hood with your pancake and stay warm, because it goes right in behind this flap here, and so you just stay plenty warm just like that. Face mask is another one, either the built-in face mask here or just this is just a lightweight cheap one, but it really helps keep this part of your face warm. Like if it's real windy, these are super nice. And then a bandana. Also wear a bandana sometimes to keep my neck warm. If it's not extremely cold and I'm not wearing a hoodie or something, I can wear this. I like to, just real quick, the way I tie this, I tie it like a slip knot. That way you can pull it off in case it catches on fire, which doesn't happen very often. I don't think I've ever had one catch on fire, but in case it does, you can just pull it off and see it's still, you just tie it like a slip knot. So little helpful tip there. And then a heavyweight hoodie if it's even more cold. I wear this Carhartt heavyweight. It's like just a heavier one. It kind of just depends on the temperature that day. Sometimes I just layer up with a lightweight hoodie, or I wear this heavyweight hoodie. I will also wear Carhartt Vest sometimes. It's just, again, another choice of layers. I like a vest. I'll either wear a Carhartt vest, a Carhartt coat. Carhartt coat, you can tell I've welded in it because it's got faded from the welding. And I'll also wear bibs. I try not to wear the bibs unless it's super cold, because I feel like they like restrict me whenever I'm welding. But I do have them in my truck all the time. The vest, the coat, and the bibs all stay in my truck year round, just so they're in there whenever winter comes sneaking in on you. So whenever I'm not welding, I wear these. If I'm just, you know, at the safety meeting in the morning or something, the white cotton gloves. These are filthy, but anyway, just because they keep your hands real warm. Sometimes I'll wear them underneath my welding gloves. The nice thing about welding is you're hovering over a fire all day, so yeah, it's hot during the summer, but during the winter time, it's nice to be actually welding and around a weld because you can stay warm. So that's kind of how I keep my hands warm, is just with welding gloves and staying close to the weld. Also, hand warmers is another good one. If it's extremely cold and you haven't found just something, a pair of gloves or whatever that you just absolutely like, hand warmers will get you by. You just put them in your hoodie pockets or put them in your pants pockets or whatever, and just put your hands in there and warm them up around these hand warmers. Alright, so that does it for the top half of my body. Comment below with your favorite winter weather brand. Let me know what brand you buy from most for cold weather gear. Alright, so for my pants, I normally wear blue jeans during the winter just because they're a little bit thicker than the khakis you guys see me wear a lot. I kind of don't worry too much about my outer layer because during the winter I focus mostly on what I wear underneath. As I mentioned before, I wear coveralls if it's bad enough, but what I like to do over coveralls, because they restrict me, is I like to wear Under Armour pants or just regular Long Johns. If it's below 25 or 30 degrees, depending on what part of the country that you're in, I wear 4.0 Under Armour like pants. That's the base layer that I wear. I wear these 90% of the time, and I don't even wear my coveralls because these cut the wind that much. Also, up top, I also wear Under Armour 4.0s. Under Armour makes different thicknesses, different warmths, like a 2.0, 3.0. This is a 4.0. Under Armour's fine, but it seems to shrink some, so I've actually tried these Cabela's. This is a Cabela's brand of Under Armour or whatever. The difference is like the squares are a little bit smaller or whatever, and I don't know, it just doesn't shrink as bad and it's just as warm. So I love this Cabela's brand. Also, what I mostly wear during the winter is Under Armour pants, blue jeans or khakis, and then depending on how cold it is, I will wear a t-shirt up top, long sleeve shirt, or an Under Armour shirt if it's cold enough, a hoodie, either lightweight hoodie or heavyweight hoodie, a welding shirt, and then a vest. That is what I wear 90% of the time during the winter, no matter how cold it is. If it gets extremely cold or windy, like worse than that, worse where that's not helping, like the wind's still cutting through my pants with the Under Armour and everything, that's when I throw the coveralls on. I wear this kind. Then the Carhartt coat I will wear over that because that way it just blocks the wind that much more. As far as boots go, anything that is not steel-toed is going to be warm during the winter. I realize we gotta have safety toe out here a lot of times, but look for a composite toe instead of a steel toe. That will help a lot with keeping your feet warm. The steel and steel toe boots makes your feet cold during the winter. You can also get these feet warmers, which do wonders. Say you have a pair of boots that are steel toed, you don't have nothing else yet, get some of these feet warmers. They actually got some stickum on them, and you can stick them right on top of your toes right here, and it'll stay warm for at least half a day. So these can be kind of expensive, but they're totally worth it to keep your toes warm. If you're anything like me, my toes and my hands get extremely cold. So one more thing about your feet is the socks. I like the smart wool, anything smart wool. But what I found that I like the most is these Darn Tough socks. They work for wintertime and summertime, and they truly do. I wear these year round. I can literally tell a difference during the winter. These keep my feet just a touch warmer. It's not like my feet don't get cold at all, but you can definitely tell a difference. It keeps them a little bit warmer. And it keeps your feet from sweating. That's half the reason I think that my feet get cold during the winter, is because they sweat. Because being a rig welder, you might be in and out of the truck a lot. So you might get in the truck and your feet might warm up too much, and they sweat, and you get back out in the cold and your feet are cold. So these help keep your feet dry so they don't get cold as fast. So I like those Darn Tough socks. And then as far as mud boots, I haven't found just a favorite mud boot that I like. I've tried a muck boot. It was one that was way too warm, but that's the trouble I had, was anytime I'd wear them, if it wasn't just like 0 degrees or less outside, I mean, it had to be literally below 0 or something for me to wear them and to actually keep my feet warm. If it was 20 degrees outside, 15, 20 degrees, if I wore these certain type of muck boots, my feet would just sweat and get cold and they weren't even steel toe, but they did not keep my feet warm, so I didn't like them. So I just wear a regular mud boot now. Let me know down below what mud boot you wear, even if it's pricey, as long as they work. Let us know in the comments. And last but not least, the #1 thing that will keep you warm this winter from head to toe is coffee. Alright, now for this shopping list. I promised you guys I made this list so you guys wouldn't have to. Click the link below and I will email it over to you. I've included everything I've talked about, my regular welding gear, brands that I love, link to buy online, and made it a checklist so you can keep track. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the bell to get notified whenever I post a new video every Friday. Like this video and comment and let me know what your favorite mud boot is, since I haven't found just a favorite mud boot that I've liked for the winter. Also, don't forget to share this video with a friend. And now for the giveaway. Last week I announced I'm giving away a mug this week, and the winner of the Industrial Tradition coffee mug is Lee Armendariz. Lee, you are the winner of the coffee mug, so email me at arosswelding@gmail.com with your address so we can get this mug sent over to you. And thanks to everyone else who entered the giveaway contest. There were so many of you that commented coffee. I loved it. I just loved seeing the coffee comments. It was so much fun. I want to give away a Industrial Tradition hoodie this week. We just posted these hoodies to our website and we're so excited about them. So comment "So Hood" in the comments below for your chance to win an Industrial Tradition hoodie. And I will announce the winner in next week's video. Thank you for watching. Stay warm this winter, and remember, learn something every day. We'll see you guys next Friday.